Hello dear friends, I would like to present to your attention a video that reflects the events of the first-person action game Ghostrunner. Experience the cyberpunk vibe as a protagonist, Jack the Ghostrunner, in the massive tower city of Dharma. This tower was built by the architect to protect the survived portion of mankind from impacts of ecological disaster, but he was betrayed and killed by his ally Mara, and his Ghostrunner were deactivated. Having seized power, Mara subjected the inhabitants of Dharma to mass repression, which caused the emergence of a resistance, whose members managed to find Jack and bring him back to life. Now he has to get to the very top and defeat Mara, in which the surviving digital consciousness of the architect will help him. Enjoy the show!
You're alive. Can you hear me? They are already looking for you. Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison. I can calibrate only your basic protocols from in here. It'll have to suffice for now. Check my signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors. First. Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange.
Who am I?
You're a Ghostrunner. Number 74, to be precise. That will have to do for now. Your physical body is vulnerable. Time runs slower here, but we should still hurry. Just keep moving. I will take care of your recalibration.
There was a woman.
The name is Mara, or the Keymaster, as she calls herself now. 20 years ago, she stood against me.
It was you I was trying to save.
You failed. I died. My body did anyway. Thanks to the precautions I had taken, I'm still here. Although this form has its limitations.
Are you an AI?
You could say that. You could also say Dharma Tower is a skyscraper. Technically correct.
What is the tower then?
Humanity's home. A megastructure that once housed a million. It had been under my care since its creation, almost a century ago. I served the people, kept them safe, maintained the shelter I provided. But Mara had her own plan. She became the sole ruler of Dharma Tower, ruining what I've built, bringing us back to the verge of extinction.
Who was she?
Was? A dear friend, a trusted partner, brilliant scientist. Who is she now is the question you should be asking. And you wouldn't like the answer. No one among the people of Dharma Tower would.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers Rebellion. If there's anybody alive out there, please respond.
You said they were dead.
They are, except for her, it seems. No one will answer this broadcast. Trust me, I keep track of any potential assets. And a single, desperate survivor is no asset. Cybervoid has been fractured, broken into countless disconnected pieces. It's like puddles of water, left over after the lake has been drained.
This place again.
This place is where we'll find the means to fight our enemy.
What do I do?
It's in your instincts to navigate the cyber void. In most cases, you'll just have to focus on finding the right direction.
Finally.
Excellent. If they destroy it, we'll be affected.
We?
Let me put it another way. I cannot exist without Cybervoid, and you cannot exist without me.
Fine.
And a reminder of what Dharma used to be.
Which is?
Home. A safe haven for the survivors of the apocalypse.
You built this whole place?
I conceived it, designed it, and built it. I am the architect.
Keymaster keeps taking, while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight.
Not much of a choice, really.
Mara can't feed everyone.
Even if she wanted to.
They're just retreating.
Returning to the city?
Not returning. Leaving. Most of the keys are locals and never go up there. This is unusual. Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No. Why are they here?
They're what's left of Cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere.
Trying to contact the other climbers, get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
Maybe.
They're quite literally laying low, on the ground, dead.
How do you know?
I've seen the bodies. Some cameras around the base are still operational. The climbers have been expunged.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Contamination imminent.
We're late. Let's turn back. It's deadly.
You said I'm immune.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard suits.
Designed to be durable and virtually foolproof. Unless, of course, some fool decides to turn them off.
take some measurements, Jack. It's not looking good. The level of radiation in the air is rapidly increasing. People will soon feel the effects.
What is Cyber Void?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be. Now it's just remnants, slivers of a greater whole.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
Cyber Void time dilation works in your favor, but you still don't have forever. The elevators will soon be beyond our reach. Focus energy in your left hand and then let it all out.
What?
Don't try to think. Do it. Yes. It's just a visualization anyway.
How does it work in the real world?
Rapid micro-vibrations of your inner hydraulics. Sudden change in local pressure will result in a concentrated blast. Let's hope that piece of junk the climbers use to replace your arm can handle it.
Good. The keys are gone and the elevators are ours.
Time to go up. Our next target lies in the heart of Dharma City.
Warning. Catastrophic core failure imminent. Welcome to Amida Elevator Station. Warning.
The bigger they are, as expected, it was no match.
Wow. Watching from your perspective, I nearly pissed myself. I'm betting being there in person was 1,000 times worse.
Yes.
I can fool the display panels. While the keys are waiting for you at Upper Amida, I'll redirect the elevator to the maintenance floor above.
As long as it gets me closer to Mara.
Amida Station security protocols compromised.
So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here?
No. I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her. And only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food, water, people.
It worked. Amida Station is crawling with keys, but it's far below you now.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. You still need to look out for the regular patrols.
Why did you program me not to use guns?
Dharma is full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental destruction. With a blade, there are no stray bullets, no shockwaves, no collateral damage. Not to mention how crude those guns are compared to your tools. You are fully equipped to deal with every manner of projectile.
You've never been in a fight.
Of course not. And the information we're after was anything but public.
Who was that?
It's your counterpart. Get after it. We need that data.
GR-74 located. Kill switch component not found. Mission to engage.
Granted.
Flawless. Now for the important part. We can scan it for the missing data. Yes, it's all in there, intact. You've been asking for a ranged attack. Here it is. You should be pretty familiar with this technique, considering you've been on the receiving end.
Will this work with any sword?
Tsurugi weapons are more than swords. They are the pinnacle of engineering, instruments fine-tuned to the Ghostrunner's systems. Yes, it will work with any sword.
Your people.
Yes. We didn't know what it was. Just heard the voice. I thought we'd scatter and regroup like always. I ran away.
It's dead now.
They're dead.
We're ready. Time for the final assault.
Keymaster killed our people. We both chose to fight.
I didn't get to choose.
Sure you did. Everyone does. One way or the other.
The grim ruin. It's painful seeing my city in such a state of decay. I've learned my lesson. I won't underestimate Mara again. This had been my seat of power long before the burst, up until I was betrayed. It's time to reclaim this place, or what's left of it. Even if we remove Mara, the tower will still be riddled with the crime and corruption she brought about.
What do you mean?
I mean, saving humanity will take more than just killing the tyrant. It will require iron resolve and a single unified will. Mara didn't care about such things. The only science she prized was her own research. She had no idea how to run the tower. While everything fell apart, she hid away in her laboratory.
What was her goal?
Change. She took it upon herself to alter humanity. You'll see for yourselves soon enough.
The outside world is harsh and deadly. And it's not going to change. Not anytime soon. Soon, everyone will be enhanced. Soon, we'll inhabit the outside once more.
Some had experimental features.
What about me?
What about you?
What were my unique abilities?
You didn't have any, I'm afraid. Who would have thought you were the one destined to become so very special?
Before that, before the implants,
There was no before. You weren't born. You were engineered from a single cell up. You don't have implants. You are your implants.
what's the technique?
You remember the Atma chip the girl used?
Brain interfaces.
Yes. There's a way to exploit them. Send a control signal deep into the neural cortex.
You learned how to hack people.
If that's what you want to call it. Ironic, considering the way she defeated you. I guess we both kept our little secrets. The software update is complete. Now, to try it out, find their center. Let the implants speak to you. Good.
You're worse than Mara.
What are you talking about?
She sabotaged the Ghostrunners. You did it to everyone.
It's a tool. If you don't like it, don't use it.
Those who fear change, those incapable of making the effort, took up arms against us. We had to defend our future, and we did. The traitors are dead, but their supporters still walk among us.
These used to serve as the laboratories of the world's top scientists. And I do mean the world. Many of Earth's brightest minds were brought here before the burst. Many more were on the way when the cataclysm occurred.
For what purpose?
To preserve their expertise. We couldn't save all humanity, but we could save the best of us.
It took a lot of trial and error, but we're ready now. Nothing must go to waste. Even the martyrs of progress still have a purpose.
Victims, not martyrs. And if this is progress, we should never climb down from the trees.
Why would she do this?
It's just a side effect. She doesn't care about their sanity, only about efficiency. But the human mind cannot survive in a body so far removed from its original form.
What about your mind?
Oh, I know you can hear me. Let me tell you then, you are not Adam. You're an abomination that he came to fear before he died.
Before she killed him,
Flawed as he was, you're far worse. Not a shred of conscience, no empathy, no soul.
him.
Of course I am. Who else would I be? If you copy a file, is the copy any different than the original?
He was no file.
You're starting to sound like her. Let's focus on the task at hand. We'll discuss this later.
You lied to me.
I only withhold information when it's not vital to your survival or to the plan. You will learn all the details once we deal with Mara. She is the only enemy, not just yours and mine, humanity's. I'm here. My office was just around the corner. This is where you were conceived, so to speak. The design came together here, at my private workshop.
Who am I?
You are the perfect fusion of code and flesh. You are the next step.
Who, not what.
So, do you even know what drives you, puppet? What the endgame is? You have done nothing wrong, puppet, but I can't let you be, as long as that demon in your head exists. You're a threat to everything I've built. Resist him, not me! I should have taken your head! Mindless tool.
Congratulations. You fulfilled your purpose. Mankind's greatest enemy is dead. We can now proceed to the next stage of my plan. Allow me to do the honors.
What are you doing?
You can't be trying to... If you destroy me, the remaining Cybervoid system will shut down. You won't survive without them. You won't survive without me. No. No. I will not be deleted by a mere tool. I forbid you, Ghostrunner.
My name is Jack.
Cyberpunk mainframe will now shut down.
We lived on. The tower is our home. The only one we've ever known. The ones who built it wanted to control our fate. To shape us like we were their playthings. They wanted to manipulate our minds and our bodies. Be our gods. But they overreached. It took strength, determination, and sacrifice. But we prevailed. The ghosts of the old world are gone. We're on our own. It won't be easy. But for the first time in a long time, we can make our own future. Little by little, step by step, we'll find our way. And we all have one man to thank for it. The man who faced his own creators and proved them wrong. The man who made a choice when he was told he had none. The Ghostrunner.
Thank you very much for your attention. Please write a comment, like and subscribe. You're a great audience.